What's up, people? What's up? All right, so let's get to it. On this video, I will cover S&P 500. I'm trying to keep these videos short. I keep on making them long because then I'll go into Ethereum and Bitcoin and Palantir and Nvidia and whatnot. So I'm trying to just make 10 to 15 minute video for each one of them. So, anyways, let's get to it. So for S&P, the S&P 500, yesterday I told you guys how and what's been going on with the market. How we have the all-time high weekly. Let me take my indicator off. Weekly right here at all-time high. But not just that, we have the monthly, the strongest one, which we closed fucking this last week, right here, right? And that's another thing I forgot to mention in my video. How I even forgot to mark in the monthly because as you guys can see, I have a whole bunch of lines and boxes, and a purple line means that this is a monthly resistance, whether it be coming from top or bottom as a support, but and that lets me know that's going to be a hard area pass or very important or whatnot. Not just that, but in the Fibonacci's, so there's a automatic Fibonacci. This comes out automatically in each candle. It lets me know where the 50% is of that drop for that candle. I mean that for that hour. So something that I noticed just as the S&P retrace on down. If you go weekly, doesn't matter. Weekly is way down there, I believe. We already passed through that. So weekly wise, we're good. As we made the tariffs. So this was your green flag to start buying right here. Um, Daily wise is all the way down there, so it doesn't matter. But once we come to the 12-hour candle, notice how they all stay in the same area, and that means a lot. That tells me there's a strong resistance in that area. That makes sense right here. And you go to your 8-hour candle, same area. 4-hour candle, same area. 3-hour candle, I think it's a different area. Yeah, different area, and it stays there. 3-hour, 2-hour, one candle. The one candle it changes, I believe. But I haven't really got it yet. It's right there. So, let me see. My bad. Sorry for the shit. Just ignore this. So these are important Fibonacci right here. Let me mark the 3-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. So normally I marked it with the white dotted line. So I shit. So I know that it's right there. Move this one forward. Alright. Another thing too is that we were or are technically or were are yeah, we still are above a weekly trend line. And that trend line has been since when? It's most likely right here, or let's see. Right here. But it's actually a daily. See? You have connection right here, connection right here, and connection right there. But it's by the all-time high, like I said. And again, if everybody is expecting now for rate cuts, right? Because if you've been not just fucking following your fucking YouTuber guru whatnot, but if you really understand, you've been paying attention to what Powell has been saying this whole time, well, he hasn't been cutting interest rates, is because labor force. If the labor force is the first signal, the first red flag, the market is going down if numbers start looking bad. So you want to avoid that. Then all of a sudden, everything's fine, looking flying colors. Earnings coming up. Nvidia's flying. Palantir, uh, Microsoft data's coming out good. Then what a coincidence that the day before the month closing on a Friday, no shit, the market ended up fucking having bad data. Now all of a sudden, and everybody knows this. Well, if you follow the right people, you keep up with this data, you've been knowing that these numbers, just like the market, is manipulated. The market is manipulated. You are the catch. They put the bait, and you're like a little fool. You go and get it. You fucking they catch you, just like right here. I was mentioning about this how something didn't seem right. We have, even if they're gonna do an interest rate cut, that's gonna be to like a month and a week or so from now. So you mean tell me that this is the month? Let me mark the monthly. Mm-hmm. All right, so then let me now go to the 1 hour candle. So you mean to tell me that again we were right here, we were actually over here, actually by the monthly. So if I would have known that too, or just even without knowing that, I was telling you guys like, yo, this is not it. This is not the catch. Look at where Ethereum is at. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's by this weekly trend line also. It's barely hanging. But in S&P, I don't like this catch. The market opened way too strong with what move, with what voice, with what tweet, what did Trump fucking said, oh, you know, I fixed it. I ended up getting the person to cover that fucking person that I fired, and the numbers are being worked on. Everything's okay. No, none of that shit really happened. Everybody's really now fucking scared. Now all you really have is tariffs are gonna be used as a thing until I think well tomorrow's Wednesday. I think Thursday we got some data. But besides that, I believe that this market is showing his where it's really going. But you're also seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum still holding strong, which I'm gonna go real quick. That I don't that and along with that you also have Tom Lee. Tom Lee mentioning about the shit how he's still bullish on the S&P breaking at the end of the week. Korean I think let me see. I'll look at it later. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? I think on Twitter. Let me see. Let me see. Tom Lee. Try to make this quick. I'm not trying to make these fucking videos long, people. Here we go. Tom Lee. Where the fuck is searching? Tom. Tom. Lee. Yeah, fuck that guy. Tom Nash. Tom Nash is the shit right here. Few moments I posted a clear description that perhaps better recognize what happened, why I shorted the market, why I knew that we need to hold the market short, and of course why the Dow Jones. Also, this guy right here, this guy is the shit right here. When it comes to algorithm and when it comes to day trading, reading the market, this is the guy right here. Even though I don't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes with algorithm and all this shit, but the fact that he can read the market through algorithm and his own point of view, and he we both see the same thing. And of course my way reading the graphs, reading fucking whatever whatnot, and of course time data, of course. Um, Children in California were arrested and charged with illegal shipping tons of millions of dollars worth of NVIDIA chips to China, according to U.S. Justice Department. Wow! 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 Tom Lee. Tom Lee used to be the fucking financial analyst for J.P. Morgan back in 2018. This man is a shit right here. Shaburis. Oh, makes sense. Just expected to be shallow. S&P to go and see August or new highs. 650. 650. So let me see one my 650. Yeah, 650 the target right here. Whatnot so far. And a thing that I also pay attention to is this weekly and how we are. So since we already fucking dropped, like, so you see right here, I would have felt like a dummy to just catch for the first bait. The market barely opened, and and me going on the long for whatever Palantir, Nvidia, Microsoft, all the stocks that did good this last week with earnings and whatnot, because they're at the all-time high, because they retraced, or whatever the fuck. Well, after this dip, they recovered, so I'm longing it, but all of a sudden, or as a day trader, I'm fucking longing or going for a buy on the S&P 500, and then all of a sudden, fucking this 1 hour candle just boom out of nowhere. But if you knew your hours, this is the market closes at 6, so your 1:30, um, your your when it comes with the S&P, especially the last 4 candle, your sweet time is 11:45 to 12:30. If you by then, like I said, even last night, I was saying this shit. If by tomorrow by 11:45 or 12:30 we don't push on up, and we're somewhere here at 1 o'clock and then 2 and whatnot, then the market is gonna fucking start going down. Especially because there's nothing moving it. What There's no data. There's nothing this week. So all that's moving the market is just tweets and comments, and that's about it. But look how it's trying to maintain again below that monthly, which is again is bad. But this week we still have a lot of time. Now, what I want to pay attention to is to this area right here, this weekly, because this blue line right here and this monthly. So let me show you. Let me go to the weekly. So these two areas right here is a thick support, and then on top of that, this cushion area. You don't want to go here. You want to stay above this. You want to stay pretty much above this right here. That way you still continue with your trend. And the EMI indicators tell me, hey, so a lot of things. You got your 50 Fibonacci that you fucking just crossed below it. You're closing your 12-hour candle at 2 in the morning. So by 10 o'clock, you need to recover. And also, yeah, 12-hour candle, yes, I said that right already. So by 12 o'clock, you need to recover. I mean, by 12 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, then the 4-hour candle, when it closes at 10 o'clock, it needs to fucking be up here. So then, but from 10 to 2 in the morning, it can then shoot up and be good, or still sustain, or be making some sort of, because what I also say that what this also could be right here, it could be a high, a low, a high, and then bullshit here, and then a low, and then we're gonna go in down, and then the market's gonna be panicking. When the market starts going right here, even fucking right there, the market's panicking. All right, I bet you, I guarantee you, because right here, what you had is you had them happy. Oh fuck yeah, we're gonna go up. We're happy, but even if you connect the dots, no, we're not happy. It's a fucking trap. Like what's moving the market? What's everybody knows rates is coming supposedly, but that's fucking a month in a week from now shit. So that's why I gotta say we gotta do that, or because if you even go to the higher candles and you look where your weaknesses are, it's right here in this region. So if we come back, we're gonna come down here, and then from 1 in the morning, I mean 2 in the morning to 6, and if you're still in that fucking lower region, then the market's gonna start panicking, looking choppy. Any little comment or whatnot could send the market going down, and then we could be forming this H. And then once we get to this area down here, we're gonna need to get saved again or whatnot. Um, Also, another thing that I noticed with the indicator. Let me take this shit off. Indicators is that this indicator right here in the 12-hour candle. Let's see, right there in the weekly. In the weekly, it's showing me. You see how it's getting tight? It's telling me there's a big move happening, just like you see it happening clear right here. They all tighten up, and then boom, volume picks up, upper movement, blue indicating upper movement, right? So it's happening again. It's constant. It's like consolidating, it's gathering up for a quick move. Will it be up or down? But it's like just like that 1 hour candle just went down, but bigger than that, of course, because it is a weekly. So that means that there's a big move happening. Even daily, you see how it's kind of like they're diving down. Besides that, I think those are the only two in the 4 hour candle. But the fact that these higher candles are painting that picture, and then you see how where the S&P is at right now in the market and everything, I was like, oh shit, like this, it could be another fucking wave coming up and shit. Will it be up or down? Right now it's looking down because, like I said, they had you unhappy. You see the market opening, your stocks go up. You go on a day trade, you long it. You go on options, you're longing these stocks. You're longing maybe the S&P. All of a sudden, by what was it? Fucking 6. So yeah, 7 because we had some data, I think, or some light data or something like coming. Something scared the market, and boom, that was a trap. As soon as the market opened, boom, they fucked you over, whatnot. Now you're uncertain. Hey, should I go for a buy? Was it gonna? You start fucking panicking now. Now you don't even know if the market's gonna continue going down or continue going on up. So that's why I say pay attention to now to 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we need to be up here by this 50 or whatnot. All right, you guys. So there's it. I'm gonna try and make this shit long. All right, out.